Hey everybody, it's BreeCarmella here, and I'm back with another video for another day in May, that's for sure. If you guys remember correctly, how I was saying, my friend Jen, she had shown me this link to 15 things you should give up to be happy, and the number one thing is give up your need to always be right, and that is fantastic. That right there, that is one key to make yourself. What is that pink thing? Are those flowers? Those are flowers. I'm sorry, I got off topic. Now I totally forgot what I was talking about. Give up your need to always be right. That is correct, because if you're right, if you think you are right all the time, then you're not going to get anywhere, because you're going to have in the back of your mind, or even in the front of your mind, saying, oh hey, I'm always right. Always. No matter what. You're wrong, I'm right. You can't have that confidence, because probably 50% of the time, even probably higher, you're going to be wrong. And you're going to feel like a fool. But yet again, if you feel like you are right, in that moment, you're going to feel like you're on top of the world. Like, yeah, one up on them, I'm right, you're wrong. What are you going to do now? Because you're not going to get on top of me, because guess what? You're wrong. You can't have that attitude, because there is somebody in this world that knows. There is somebody in this world that knows more than you do. And you have to accept that fact, that there are more people in this world that are more intelligent than you are. And you could be the most intelligent person in the world, but I bet you there's somebody else that has just 1% more intellect than you do. And you need to try to break that habit of thinking you're always right, because you know, if you're gonna go through life and think that you're always right, then what's gonna be wrong? You're not gonna learn your lesson. You're gonna keep doing the same thing and same thing and same thing over and over again on what you think is right. But really, you could be doing something completely wrong because of the way you look at things, the way you think. And you need to change your path. You need to look at things with a more clear mind. And that's what you need to do. Open up your mind to the world. Open up your mind to people. Yes, there is, and this gets involved with having a barrier for yourself, they call it putting up a wall, keeping that zone. But, there are going to be people in this world that are going to knock down that wall to get inside and get closer to you, because whether they love you, they care about you, or they just want to know more about you, you have to let them in. And, that also gets tied around with thinking you're right, because you could be thinking, why let anybody in? Why, if I'm just going to get so-called hurt? Well, you know what? Yeah, you might get hurt, but you're going to learn a lesson from that. Whether you think you are or you're not, you will learn a lesson from it. And 90% of the time, if not 100% of the time, you're going to look back on that situation and think, wow, I'm glad I went that way. Or, I wish I kind of went more in depth with it. I wish I would have found out a little bit more. I wish I would have gotten closure. I wish, whatever you wish, or whatever you do not wish. You'll look at that in your future, and in the future, or in the present, you'll be like, wow, that situation in the past, I'm glad I handled it. Handled it like that. I'm glad I did everything that I did at that time. And, or, you could be like, well, I could have handled it better, but that will teach me in the future to become better at knowing, at finding things out quicker, at just being more observant, being more known to things. So, know this. Don't always think you're right, because you're probably not. You might be, but you're probably not. You can't have that attitude of, I'm always right and whatever you say, that's pathetic. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Give other people the opportunity to, but not only other people, but yourself. So get out there, smile, enjoy this day because it's beautiful. Whether it's snowing where you are, whether it's raining, whether it's a beautiful day with the sun out like it here is in upstate New York. Enjoy it any way that you can. Anyway. But always remember to smile and always choose happiness.